Well, it's the third day in a row with no sunlight and it's raining, so might as well make a video. Churches today are supposed to be doing a service to God, following God, teaching other people how to follow God. Yet, when you look closely at what's going on in the churches and what's being taught, I gotta wonder, where are they getting their ideas from? Where are they getting the teachings from? It's kind of like this, just somebody comes in and says, hey, if everybody wants to get a closer relationship with God, here's what I want you to do. Everybody stand up, put your hand on your head, rub your stomach, and stand on one foot and bounce on it, whatever. What are they going to do? They're going to look at that guy like he's an idiot. Some of them might do it, I don't know. No disrespect to the Native Americans on that, that's just what came out. The point is that the things that people are already doing in church are no more of value than what I just did. But people believe these things are God-ordained, God-given, and gonna get them closer to God, a closer relationship with God. And it don't. And then nobody questions what is wrong with this picture. Now I'm gonna sound like I'm talking some crap, but I'm gonna speak on what I understand concerning communion. Now there are people that honestly believe if they take a little cup of juice or whatever and a little cracker, bread, some literal bread, say a few words, say a prayer, and then eat it and drink it, they really believe that there's some kind of magic power going to heal them, or they're somehow following a command that God gave them to do, and it's just not that way. People, I don't know where they're getting their teaching from and they're learning from, but they believe because they read this in a book and because the story goes like this, that that's what they're supposed to do. Overlooking the entire truth of the whole thing, what is communion? Communion is really breaking that bread between you and God and then sharing it amongst other people. That is the real communion. Communion of the Holy Ghost, if you want to go with it that way. But where people get these rituals from is beyond me. They might as well be standing on one foot and hopping and all that good stuff. Man's supposed to live by every word that comes out of the mouth of God. But what do you see in this world? Men live by the words that come out of other men's mouth. And they live by words that they read in a book. Neither one of these are coming out of the mouth of God. But people do it because they don't understand. They don't understand God. They don't understand God speaking. They don't understand God communicating. So, religion's what you get. As far as true communion goes, I eat that spiritual meat and I drink that spiritual drink. It's just most of the time people are like, ew, I don't want that, or I don't have time to really deal with that right now. I don't want to talk about that, or they don't want to partake in the same cup and the same meat. But they'd rather do a ritual and pass around something that's going to kill them if they eat it and drink it given time, that it would. People like to say, well, Jesus was drinking wine, or Jesus was drinking grape juice, or whatever. He might have been drinking tequila for all I know. But what I do know is that what he's talking about, whenever he's even at this supper with his 12 homies, is that he's not talking about some drink. He's talking about the real deal, the real drink from God, the spiritual drink. And it says, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until the day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. Take all your grape juice and all your wine and throw it, because it's not what he's talking about. He's talking about the Spirit, the spiritual things, that drink that comes from God. But people just don't get it. People are stuck in a law of the flesh from front cover to back cover. It's the way it's always been. It's probably the way it's going to be till this all wraps up sometime. And because of that, they're not understanding spiritual things, and they continue to do all these rituals and this taking the long way around to go to what's right in front of them. After Moses gave the people the law and they ran around in circles for 40 years, Moses didn't get to go into the promised land with the people. And a lot of people, they say, well, Moses got in trouble. God, it was his punishment that he didn't get to go in there. Maybe so, if that's what you want to think. But what it really was is God said, Moses, you ain't like those people. I'm not going to send you over there into that land with these people because they're not like you. You gave them a law, but that law is not for you, Moses. It does you no good because you understand the true relationship, the true spiritual law. That's why he didn't go. God's like, it would do me no good to send you over there. Where I'm sending them is for their own good. And they're going to have to go through their ordeal in order to get where you are today. So, that's why Moses didn't go. Am I like Moses? Yeah, I'm like Moses. Why would I not be? Have I seen and heard as much as Moses? I don't know. All I know is what I've seen and what I've heard. Is the relationship the same? Yes, the relationship is the same. The relationship between God, me, by the Spirit, same way. It's the same thing it's always been since the beginning. I'm not just saying me, but anybody out there that understands the real relationship. So to everyone out there, I'm not being Mr. Big Shot. I'm telling you that even you yourself can have that kind of relationship with God. Maybe you do already. I don't know. I'm not telling you you don't. But what I'm saying is what God is looking for. He's looking for a whole bunch of Moses. He's looking for a whole bunch of Abrahams. He's looking for a whole bunch of Jesuses. Because ultimately that is the whole point. He's not looking for somebody he's got to drag along. And he's got to continually give signs and wonders to in order to just keep them following along. That's not what this is about. It's never been what this is about. God is looking for a people that are all the same concerning their relationship with Him. Whatever He can speak to you, show you, that all depends on how able you are to receive it. But the relationship is all the same. And that relationship is what makes everybody on the even plane. If you don't understand and you can't understand that all these people, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, many others in there, if you can't understand that their common bond was Christ in them, God in man, then you're missing the whole point, because that is the whole entire point of the Bible, to teach you that. But if you can't accept that, then I guess you'll just keep doing the same old routine. It's not needed or required, but don't be scared to leave some comments. I don't care if you like or don't like the video. It don't matter to me. Anyway, later.